What's up guys, my name is Dean, aka the Blue Crusader, and welcome back to the channel. It looks like it's that time again where I round up some of the best mods for Minecraft to show you for the latest update. Within hours of finishing my top 10 1.16.2 mods video, the 1.16.3 snapshot dropped, and so did Minecraft Forge and Minecraft Fabric mod loader along with it, so you know I had to make a brand new second video for the top 10 Minecraft 1.16.3 mods for the latest update. With so many mods out there constantly being released and updated, in this video I'll be showing you some brand new fresh ones for the latest update. If you want to see even more mods, make sure to check out my last video on the top 10 Minecraft 1.16.2 mods, as most of them will probably be updated soon for the newest update too. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Number 10, trash cans. Firstly is the trash cans mod, which offers you an easier way to delete your items. Sure, in creative mode you can easily clear your inventory or trash items, or with cheats enabled you can type /clear, but in survival mode this mod adds a brand new feature that lets you void items, liquids and energy, as well as to blacklist or whitelist them. The item trash can lets you void items and it's crafted from stone, cobble and a chest. The liquid trash can lets you void liquids and it's created using stone, cobble and a bucket. Then there's the energy trash can that lets you void energy, which you can also set a transfer limit with. This can be made with stone, cobble and redstone. Lastly is the ultimate trash can that can void anything and has item and liquid filters and has limits for energy transfers. This can be crafted by placing all three previous trash cans in a horizontal row in a crafting grid. Number 9, lava monsters. Here's a little mob that you guys can add to your game to spice up your exploration and create some excitement and surprise for yourself. If you've been mining down and found lava, you may have noticed that there's no mobs nearby and things get a little quiet. This is because lava prevents hostile mobs from spawning in a radius around it. Well, the lava monster mod fills in the absence by bringing a small hostile lava monster that emerges from lava pools and shoots fireballs at the player. The mob floats in the lava source and has a custom model which is similar to the shape of a creeper, and it can make your mining journeys a little bit more dangerous and tough, but a lot more interesting. Number 8, MC suggestions. This little mod is one that brings a few new features to Minecraft which are entirely based off Reddit submissions and suggestions online from the Minecraft Suggestions subreddit website. Currently it adds only a few features, although it's rather new at this point, so I imagine they will constantly update this with some new cool ideas suggested by the community. There's so many players out there with awesome creativity and ideas, but without the means or skills to make them into mods. So mod makers who add other people's suggestions to the game, like this one, are doing the player base a good service. Currently it adds the ability to use bone meal on dirt blocks, it brings frost aspect to the game as an enchantment, and it also adds a sweet berry pie which can be sourced by using the new nether berry bush. Number 7, aim assistance. This is a little mod for my fans out there who may be disabled or have certain issues which affect their gameplay, so don't worry, I got you covered. This will also be useful for a bunch of you noobs out there who can't play the game at all too. Aim assistance is a mod that helps with aiming in the game, be it at blocks or at mobs. It basically helps with aiming in general and works well alongside controllers or any type of gamepad input. You'll notice in this mod that without moving your mouse, your fist will adjust itself closer to a block when breaking it, or auto-correct its position to track mobs that you are looking at and attacking, which is similar to how aim assist works in certain modern games like Fortnite or Apex Legends. Number 6, home camp. We all know we can craft a bed in survival mode to use as a respawn point when we die or fall to our demise, but what if we want to make a camp and camp out in the wilderness? With the home camp mod you can make a campfire in the middle of your base or camp and sneak and right click on it to set it as your respawn point. It's required that the campfire has to be lit to let you respawn on it, and when you respawn it will extinguish the flame, although you can change this in the mod's config options. This is a simple little mod, but it offers an alternative to a bed as a respawn point, and it's a nice little feature to add to the game. Number 5, Beekeeper. Villagers are a huge part of Minecraft, and finding a village for a specific villager type, or creating a villager farm consisting of specific villager professions is important for obtaining certain items and making progress in a few areas of the game. A villager farm is very important in modes like Skyblock. There's lots of professions in Minecraft at this point, but this little mod aids the 1.15 Buzzy Bees update by adding a brand new Beekeeper Villager that tends to its bees and trades by buying and selling to players just like the other villagers do. They work around the honeycomb block and buy uncommon or rare flower types and glass bottles or bottles filled with honey from the player. They also sell pollen as well as royal jelly or bee spawn eggs. When you save a village from an invasion, the beekeeper will also grant you rewards. I always like mods that expand villagers and try to improve their features and make villagers better, so this is a refreshing and unique mod that goes hand in hand with 1.15 and beyond. Number 4, the Farlanders. For anyone who is immersed in the tales of the Farlands or a lover of the end dimension and the mobs inside of it, the Farlanders mod should interest you in a few different ways. This mod brings you more ender creatures to your game and brings tameable mobs or enemies to fight, as well as some that you can trade with. There's a new ore that will now spawn in the extreme hills, swamps or jungle biomes, and that's the enderminium crystals that can be mined to retrieve the new enderminium ore with an iron or higher tier pickaxe. You can use these crystal drops to trade with the Farlanders in a similar way to how you would use emeralds in a villager trade. There's basic Farlanders that can trade with a player, which are in the new Farlanders houses and villages, the Elder Farlander, which offer more expensive and valuable trades, Wanderers that walk around the world like travelling traders, the classic Enderman which re-adds the older Sal Enderman from beta 1.8 back into the game, the Mystic Enderman that has different types of attacks, the Mystic Enderminion that can be tamed using an apple by the player, and he shoots fireballs just like the normal Enderminion that uses swords that can be tamed also. Then there's the Ender Guardian that's a smaller mob that carries a bow, the fan-made Enderman that adds more fear to the game, the Looters which are sword-wielding mobs that steal the player's weapon to use against him, Rebel Farlanders that wander in groups that attack normal Farlanders in a similar way to how the Illagers attack villagers, Ender Golems that spawn near Farlander houses with different eye colours, just as an iron golem would spawn near a village, and finally the Titan, which is a large and strong two-headed mob that attacks rebels, looters, wanderers, iron golems or players, and along with normal attacks can be deadly by using their special attack that has 3 different variations. Whilst held by this mob, you are damaged each second with the Wither debuff. This is an absolutely huge content adding mod that I think is a great addition to this list. Number 3, bed benefits. Sleeping is important on Minecraft not only because it can transition the time frame from night to day, but I also know this because of how frustrated my friends would get if we didn't all sleep on my old servers. Stuff is pretty hostile at night and not everyone is equipped to deal with it, especially nowadays with the addition of phantoms that are just a pain in the behind. Apart from changing the time and avoiding these flying menaces, there's not many perks for sleeping in the game right now. Well, the bed benefits mod fixes this by bringing a few bonuses to sleeping in Minecraft. The first one is that sleeping will heal damage by healing the player, which the amount of healing can be changed, but it's still a great bonus. Then there's the potion effects reset, which will cure any negative potion effects, along with also removing any positive effects on you. A lot of RPGs like the older Elder Scrolls games do this too when you sleep, so it's a familiar feature. But this adds something that you need to be careful of, because you don't just lose your negative effects, you also lose the positive ones, so you need to really figure out whether it's worth sleeping. This is a nice little mod that I wanted to mention, as it makes crafting a bed and sleeping more important and beneficial in the game than it already is. Number 2, Scuba Gear. Part of the reason why I mentioned this Scuba Gear mod on this list is not only because it's awesome, but it's also created by the same people who made the Miner's Helmet mod that I featured in my last video on the top 10 1.16.2 mods, which I really loved. This mod adds some new underwater scuba type gear that's helpful to the player. Drowned mobs that spawn within a 15 block radius from an ocean ruin structure now have a chance to spawn with this gear, with certain pieces of it being rarer. If a mob spawns with one piece piece, it will have all of the previous pieces before it based on the place it's worn on the player as it drops. So for an example, if a mob spawned with a chest piece, it would also have the helmet piece too. Each piece of this gear has a different ability, which makes it more important to wear each piece. Of course, outside of the water, the armor is less useful. The armor will take damage and lose durability every few seconds, so it's important the durability is something that you pay attention to. The helmet grants underwater breathing, the chest lets you mine at a normal speed underwater without mining fatigue, the leggings give you a small swim speed increase, and the boots let you walk quickly underwater on the sea floor. Wearing a full set also grants you some fire resistance, which is a nice little bonus, with the armor set being mostly identical to iron armor in terms of its durability and protection stats, so you can use iron to repair it in a crafting table or anvil too. Number 1, the Conjurer. For those of you guys who like mobs or new boss types, this mod should be fun for you. The Conjurer mob is a new type of magic based mob that's a type of Illager mini boss in the game. These mobs spawn in a brand new structure within the roofed forest biome, a type of theatre where they can practice their devious magic tricks. This naturally generating structure has different rooms inside of it, with spectators in the audience like witches, vindicators and pillagers, or even an odd illusioner. You have to steal the show or defeat him, which will let you acquire the special Conjurer hat as a drop from the mob that not only gives you a suave looking Victorian style to your character, but it will keep the bad omens away in the game. The hat's band at its bottom can be dyed just like you would do with leather armor to change its colour, and the mob drops 2 to 4 emeralds each time that you defeat it. This adds more incentive for finding more conjurers to defeat and collecting the different coloured hats, or just using them to farm emeralds. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you disagree with the top mods in this video and you think I missed your favourite mod for Minecraft 1.16.3, then definitely let me know what that is in the comment section below so I can feature it next time. If you want to see more top 10 Minecraft videos like this one that showcases all of the best types of mods in the game, then check out the channel and make sure to subscribe with the notifications turned on by clicking the bell so you don't miss out on awesome Minecraft videos. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.